Hello everyone, my name is Xfreds, and today I will be talking about why I'm no longer a fan of Fnaf AR Special Delivery. Yeah, I've been defending Fnaf AR for a long time, ever since 2020, that hell of a year. Yeah, I can see, I often question myself nowadays why I defended this game so much. And now that I look back at it now, it's because of the fact I didn't see Illumix's big problems with making this game. I didn't look into it at all. But when I do look at it now, I often get pissed at myself. Now, I must address a few things. One, this is my opinion. Two, I don't necessarily hate this game. I'm just saying that it's just plain out bad instead of terrible. And three, please don't go harass Illumix. I know they've done the bad things, but harassment just doesn't work for me. Alright, let's go into the game. So, while I think that the skins for most of the time can be seen as good to great, I personally don't think that this game is any good because of them. Despite, I love a lot of these skins, I really do, but the problem is of how basic they can be at times, and of how out of place they are for the franchise. As well, there's just way too many of them, and barely any characters. A lot of people like me get pissed at the game for having too many skins, and the fact that Funtime Freddy was the only character to come out of last year was just pure bullshit. I do understand that Illumix didn't have that many stuff to make characters at the time, but which is the reason why Funtime Freddy was the only one, but it's still bullshit. It is bullshit. And like sometimes, and on rare occasions, the skins sometimes can be plain out terrible. Such as Frost Plush Trap, Big Bad Foxy, such as Scorching Chica, Frost Plush Trap, Big Bad Foxy, Liberty Chica, and Sunken Toy Bonnie. Those are the skins in this game that I genuinely hate. Everything else in this game ranges, every other skin ranges from decent to amazing. And for the characters themselves, I will say, despite Funtime Freddy's mechanic of last year, I think his mechanic was fitting enough. I think his mechanic fits for the character, as well as every other character that was released in 2020. I think all the characters were unique in their own way, and I always see the good side of the characters rather than the bad side of the characters. And that's purely because that the bad sides of the characters are just the minor sides of the characters. I'm serious. The bad side of the characters are just minor. It is my opinion, though. As well, the gameplay update from May 2021 just sucks. Like, it was the thing that completely killed Fnaf AR and ruined a lot of people's opinions in the entire game. And also, the fact that Illumix can't take constructive criticism, it is also really annoying. It's a complaint that a friend of mine, Tigerland264, we've had a lot of discussions, and some of them have been surrounding our surroundings for Fnaf AR. I still liked the game at the time, though I don't anymore, but I was able to understand why people hated it. However, Nowadays, FNAF AR, in my opinion standpoint, is a very similar to a lot of people's standpoint in the entire series. I don't know, man. There's so many problems with this game. Like, legit, the gameplay update ruining it, and the fact that this year are having nothing at all aside from Blast from the Past events, and the fact that Illumix just left FNAF AR without telling us a little bit, it just frustrates the hell out of me. Now, there is a possibility that FNAF AR will earn it in a couple years or so, but that chance is very little, and I honestly kind of doubt it. And after 2 years of it, why would they suddenly come back at it now? Now, I don't hate Illumix. I do have somewhat respect for the company, even when they don't take constructive criticism. But I feel like FNAF AR has made the reputation really muddy. Now, let me say this. Illumix, if you're watching this video right now, just take this with a grain of salt and just listen. I do not hate you in any way, but I must ask you this. I must beg you this. Please, please, please let your community know about you leaving FNAF AR. And you don't need to come back to FNAF AR. Just let FNAF AR be and move on to your next project. Your community is really muddy. Just do these two things at the very least, and your community will have at the very little chance understand. Just leave FNAF AR. Because if you're planning to leave FNAF AR, I don't have a problem with that. But please, let your fans know about it and move on. And move on into your next project. That's what a lot of people are asking you to do. And along with the profile icons, the 3D ones, the fact that you can't get them from in-game is kind of stupid. I don't know, man. I like the fact that you're at least trying to give us some new players a chance, and for some skins. But the fact that something like this is very lazy. This video isn't scripted, by the way, but yeah, that's all I have to say for FNAF AR, guys. I know this video could have been a lot longer, but there's just not much to say on the game. Overall, I know I said in the past that I despise FNAF 6 and think it's the worst game in the franchise, but at the very least, there was some effort put into it, somewhat, and at least it introduces some of the lore that was pretty interesting, even though it got ruined by security breach. Unlike FNAF AR, where it's led by a company that doesn't take constructive criticism. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. And I need to lie down. Goodbye.